of these friends who graduated with me, they could have had these wonderful, exciting, enriching lives. And not only did they give up on their dreams, what broke my heart was some of them wouldn't even figure out what their dreams were because they didn't want to have to go for it because it was just too scary. And instead, they just grabbed whatever little bones of security or false sense of security was thrown to them. It's like, good, false sense of security. You see where I'm going with this. But they tell you, write what you know. Well, I'm talking about what I know. And what I've seen in my limited experience out there is that there are two groups of people. The riskers and the living death. Life pretty much is actually just one big game of humans.
Ghostface comedy. Take two. Ghostface comedy. Take two. Okay, and what do we got here? Do we have that I'm in the shot? Yes. But what is that? What are we really looking at here? What are we looking at here? There's okay. The glare is fucking impossible, guys. The glare is fucking impossible is all. Okay. What is that? We're looking at shade. What are we looking at here? I think this might do. Trying to get optimal value of our camera angle. I think that's going to do. There we go. Alright, now what's at the very top there? What's there at the very top? Is that an illusion? It's getting windy. Okay. Okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay, we're gonna take three. We'll do take three pretty soon because the camera is not agreeing with us.
Leslie Ching.
We did it.
Janice Cho. Arfine Nipa Chowdhury.
Did he already give his name?
Bryce W. Cofield. Sasha Hannah Sedeman Cohen.
Cultural victory, man. Cultural victory. Sun's going down out there somewhere. See that? Sun's going down. Cultural victory, though. Oh boy. I want to say that I feel like a nerd, but I don't. Actually, I don't. I play less video games than I thought I might. You know, I'm supposed to be working on a movie, Anguish, I've mentioned before. Usually, I play Civilization, been playing for a couple of years now. Usually, I win. Well, at the beginning, it was nothing but time. There's 6 ways to win. There's time, there's culture, there's a space race victory, there's land domination, there's this diplomatic victory where you get voted by the UN. Let's see what it is. There's another one. Either way, it'll come to me if it's important. It was only my second time winning a cultural victory, though. Video games were different when I was a kid. When I was a kid, there was usually only one way to win a game, you know? It's like, kill the other guy. Was usually it. If you remember the Atari 2600 from the 80s, it's kill the other guy. The game comes with combat. The console came with combat later on. It came with Pac-Man, but basically you're always just trying to kill the other guy, and that's how you win. And this one gives you some pretty cool options, man. Civilization. And I'm gonna give credit to the Sid Meier people for Axis for this whole thing. It kind of started like this. When I bought Civ in 2008, it's been around, Civ 1, Civ 2, Civ 3 since the 90s, I guess. But I bought Civ 4. It came with this DVD. These guys aren't real cool speakers necessarily, but they're on a couch and they're talking about the development and everything. And I've been meaning to buy a video camera. And I figured, you know what, man? I can do what these guys do. I'll explain what the fuck I go through, right? And I started this thing called Novel Notes, actually, because I had writer's block. I was writing this book called Exacerbation. And I figure if I talk to myself, I could probably pick things out, you know, and watch myself on video. And it worked. It actually worked. And I wound up alluding to some of the concepts of Civ within the Exacerbation book and a couple of other video games. But I just won a diplomatic victory unexpectedly. I was going to go for my first... I actually did it once, but it was with a small world, for those of you that played. I did a small world, and I won a land domination once because there's only like one other, you know, AI, artificial intelligence, leader in the game. But usually I play with the normal size world, large or huge. I like to play with small worlds. It's a lot harder, a lot more difficult. But I've been learning a lot more tricks. For example, when I was at war before, you know, with other, you know, countries, sometimes they declare war on you, sometimes you declare war on them. It's depending on if there's a border dispute or whatever it is. Before, I would hardly ever use my Navy. And then one time, I got my ass kicked real bad by this fucking guy in a different continent. I got real embarrassed. Like, man, you know, there's different kind of modes you can play, Fractal and Terra and Pangea and stuff. I'm like, fucking shit, man. You know, because I hardly defended my continent because I was the only one there. I defeated. There's me and some other guy there. I figure, okay, I don't have to have a big military if I kick this other guy's butt right off the bat, and I did, you know. And then some dude came from like the other side of the fucking world with all these Galileans and, you know, all these people. I'm like, shit, man, I got my butt kicked. So I figured, I started doing that to other people, you know, the AIs at least. But we'll go inside because usually when you win the game, there's this they'll usually show, like, when you win space race victory, you go to Alpha Centauri. When you win a cultural victory, you know, it shows all your Colosseums and pyramids and everything that you built. It's a lot of fun, though. Civ's a lot of fun. It's a very complicated version of Utopia. For those of you old enough, I used to love this game called Utopia. And I know how to do basic programming for a Commodore and VZ200. You know, basic, now it's C++, and I've never really tried it, but basic, I wanted to do this kind of thing with Commodore 64 and never got around to it. Funny, huh? Funny. I have a book, Anguish, by the way. The movie I'm working on has to do with computer programmers. I used to have a lot of fun doing that. But Utopia, which was on television, that was Atari's rival, one of them, dealt with building kingdoms. You know, there's one island and another island. There's only two islands at most, and you got fishing boats and crops and schools, hospitals, and just trying to build the best society you can. But this is a very complicated version of that. So let's go inside, and I'm going to film a screen, and someday I'll get Fraps. I have a cheap version of Fraps, but let's go inside and do that, and check out what it looks like when you win a diplomatic victory. Usually when the UN's built, and if I'm the UN general, I'll vote for it the first time, and it never works, man. I've won it, like I said, once before. But I figured, why not try it? And sure enough, they voted me. They voted me to, diplomatic victory this time. Otherwise, I was preparing my naval transports to invade the next continent over. This is so cool. So fucking cool. It's good for meditation, this Civ game. Maybe check out Mr. Pokey. Mr. Pokey right here. Alright, here we go. It's a fun game. Build civilization over the course of centuries and stuff. But here we go. Alright, here we go. This is the Civ music. And we're gonna wait for it to see that little let's see. That thing's not disappearing. Alright, all I gotta do is press OK here though. Here we go. Diplomatic victory, see that? Cool. Here we go. Oh, that's it? I played Catherine the Great. Oh, that's it? There's these other guys left that surrounds her. And I guess that's a UN emblem. Well, let's so see that little thing's in the way, but oh, that's the whole thing. That's kind of boring. That's kind of cheesy. Anyway, wow. I was hoping for something a little better. I've won one before, and I just didn't remember what it was. But when you win a space race, you know, it takes you to Alpha Centauri is all. And it's a little better graphic. And when you win diplomatic, or you can win a time on most points. Did I say time? That was cheesy. There goes the sun. So why am I playing Civ? I don't know, man. You guys have a good time. Okay. Got a little incident right here. I think this is going to be Homer Cocktail 24, a vlog site that's been recently started. I have a couple of other blog sites, Homer Cocktail 076 and Homer Cocktail 4. Homer Cocktail 19, I had a dog site. I have a couple of dogs out here, and one of them just passed away this past night. Somewhat unexpectedly. This guy's name's Woofer. Except that he's probably in doggy heaven right now. His spirit's in doggy heaven. See this? Just found him at 6 in the morning. See that? Woofer was heaving last night, and it wasn't altogether that hot. It's summer in California, but it wasn't all that hot. And they have a place where they drink water over here. I'll check it right now, and they have food over here. But he went and laid right here. I tried to give him a bone, a milk bone, and he didn't feel like eating it. And it's not like him to turn it away. So I brought him some water, which, you know, was pretty close to the top when I gave it to him yesterday. Brought him food so he didn't have to travel. And we're gonna come over here, just make sure the water's on. That'd be very no, it's on. I can see it dripping. See this right here? So they have water. All they have to do is put their nose against this thing right here. See that? Put their nose against that, and that's the way they've got by over the years, many years. Once in a while, we'll see a dead squirrel out here, dead chicken or something. And there's the other dog right here. His name's they call him Bear. But I'll call him the other one. It's the other dog and the other one. I don't know, Poopy, and you know, have different nicknames. So I gotta dig a hole right now, and then we gotta find a companion for this guy. It's a little after 6 in the morning, late July 2011. It's a little overcast out there, and I had to check the other guy to make sure he's not sick. And rest in peace, right? His name's Woofer, officially. Rest in peace, Woofer, and hope you have a good time in doggy heaven out there.